This conference will now be recorded.
Anyone has any questions, please let me know. Anyone has any questions, let me know. So I was going through what is meant by lambda function, second type, event based. Hope you understood event based. Okay, I'll start in 2 minutes, guys. Let's start at 7:1 or 7:2. Anyone has any questions, please let me know. Anyone has any questions, please let me know. Anyone has any questions, please let me know. I was going through what is meant by lambda function, second type. On an example, what did I showed you? On an example, lambda function code is written here. Very, very important. Lambda function code is written here. Okay. Now, what did I specify? When this lambda function should execute? Now, when should it execute? Based on what is that? Event.
Even.
So I also mentioned, please execute this lambda function whenever what is that? Example, S3 put object is added. So if you see from my application, so there is an application. From my application, I clicked on, you remember, right? I click on a save button. I've taken Dixit image. I've save button. The file saved into, actually, what is that? It saved into S3. Whenever the file is saved into S3, what happened here? S3 dot put object happened. Whenever S3 dot put object happen, what will trigger? What will trigger? Lambda function will trigger. Lambda function, you have written a code which has converted big images into, what is that image it has converted? 180 into 90 pixel, where you entered an image which is 10 MB of size, which is 6000 into 6000 pixel, but it will convert into, what is the file size? 6 KB, which is 180 into 90 pixel. Hope you got this one. Online people, can anyone confirm? Is it clear? Anyone has any questions, please let me know. A very, very, very important stuff. Lambda function. How do you execute a lambda function? How do you execute a lambda function and how it will work? I clearly explained you. Anyone has any question? It is nothing but event based, based on the event. Is it clear, right? Based on the event based, you have it. Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? Is it clear, guys?
Yeah, it is
Master,
clear.
Yugandhar here.
Yeah. Yeah, Yogender, go ahead, sir.
So I missed the last complete week classes due to my child is got admitted in hospital.
Okay. Take care of your child, sir. And the video recordings are available, Yogender. And
Yeah.
if you have any questions also, there is no need to worry. You can contact me also after this class, after this batch also. I'll provide my personal details and everything. So you can reach out to me.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So hope you understood what is the power of, what is that? What is the power? Event. Now you can
Event
do
based.
it in the same way. What you can specify, sir, Dikshit is logging at night 9 o'clock and starting the server. How do I stop it? Array, if you start it, but what do you do? At 7:30 onwards, enable your automation. What it will do? Whenever EC2 dot start happens, what it will do? It will go and stop the server. So there is no need for you to write a lambda function which is recurring every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes. You just write it on an event based and it will take care. Hope you got it. What is meant by an event based? This is very, very, very important for developers. If any Java developer or any developer can fulfill the knowledge of a Lambda function, keep it in your resume and look at for how many calls you will get it. Because the beauty of a Lambda function, as I mentioned you, Lambda function is all about what is that? What is that? Serverless. No server, nothing. You trigger it, it will execute it and come back. Super excellent, it will work. Exactly any job which you need to run 2 to 3 minutes, it will take, right? Those kind of things, Lambda function is the best solution. No server, nothing, no maintenance. No maintenance, no people, no people, no money. I can come up with my own startup based company if you ask me. Maybe I don't require anyone. I can do only myself. Who is the owner? How many people are required? Only me. I can do in that area kind of a stuff. It will happen in next 5 years like that. Keep it in your mind. Is it clear? Now I would like to go and come up with a new one. Please write it down. What is that? Lambda function third type. Now very, very important. Now you can convert a Lambda function into an API call. Is it clear? You can convert third type. First one is schedule basis. Every 5 minutes, please run Lambda blindly. Second one is event type. Third one is you can convert Lambda functions into an API. Now, what is this API? If you don't know API, if you ask me personally, I rejected very recently. I would come up and say this interview calls are not happening in college, but Vellore Institute of Technology, IIT, okay, Kanpur, University of Calcutta. I think somewhere, I'm telling about 4 months back, I rejected at least 4 to 5 IIT people who don't know what is API. Then they started saying, sir, what is this one, sir? API is little advanced. We are just student. I said, like, no, you are getting a salary of 30 lakhs. Okay, you should know it. I rejected literally saying in front of them. If you, in today's world, any IT people don't know Bible. What is our Bible? OSA model. If you don't know what is an API, you are disqualified to come touch a computer. These two things. Forget about cloud. Sir, I don't know cloud. It's okay. If you don't know the Bible, if you don't know what is an API, I would come up and say, literally, I'll first ask question API, you know, as a normal software. No, I don't know. Okay, thank you very much. What is this API? Write it down. Application program interface. Now I'll explain you what is an API in a very easy way. I copied this one from LinkedIn. I generally explain very neatly API, but I somewhere in LinkedIn I got it, which was much more beautiful than my explanation. So I very much I'll explain it and then I'll explain you my example. What is an API? Anyone? Don't come up and say application program interface. I know that. What is an API?
No, cross
If
application communication, sir.
Means what?
So suppose my X application is there or X program is there. I want to communicate with some other. So
Good.
we'll
Yes,
make it.
yes, sir. Yes, let's simple copy it. I'm very happy to say I copied from LinkedIn. I don't know, someone has posted something. I saw like, wow, this is actually absolutely very simple. What is an API? First, let me explain you the smallest definition, then I'll explain you. Have you went for hotel? You will order food, right? To whom you will order food? Waiter. Waiter is an API. Simple. Okay. Waiter is an API. Now you come up and say, what is waiter? So let me go and explain you. Sir, I went to hotel. I need, let's take an example. I need any kind of a stuff, food I need, let's take an example, pasta. So what I will do? I will go and ask, waiter, can you please provide a pasta? Now what is happening in the background? Tell me. What is happening in the background? That waiter will say, yes, sir, pasta is available. He will take the order. He will go and give it to a bill. Bill person will write at a table number 2 I ordered basically pasta is 500 rupees. He will write it down. They will take the token, go to the, okay, what is that? Kitchen. He'll there to go to kitchen area. They will give it to the chef. Chef will make it. He will keep it neatly. Basically, he will go and keep it in a plate. Then he will take that one. and give it to you. Yes or no? Now, are you knowing what is happening in the background? You just order. To whom it went? Do you have anything idea? You order and you got it. That is called as an API. Is it clear, right? So the most easiest one is your waiter. When you're ordering basically a waiter is taking your data, is asking what do you want, and he will deliver what do you want. What is happening in the background, is going to which billing area, what he is doing, whether he's shouting, whether what his chef is doing, whether, I don't care about anything. I order, after 5 minutes what I will get? I'll get pasta. That is a waiter. Same thing, sir. I will take an example. What is meant by API, application program interface, means nothing, sir. Very simple, sir. Very, 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 very simple. Easy for, I'll take an example of, easy example so that you will get an idea. I will take an example of this website. Anyone knows this website? NDTV? No? Okay. Anyone knows this website? Yes?
Yes,
Anyone
sir.
knows this one? CNN? Like you have 3 websites are there. NDTV is developed in which language, sir? Java. BBC is developed in C Sharp. Basically, this is developed in Node.js. They have written in 3 different languages, right? 3 different people, NDTV, BBC and CNN. They are what kind of companies? News channel. What they will cover? News.
Media.
So what is that news they will cover? They will go and cover politics and everything. So they have a lot of news reporters and everything. One of my friend is in V6. Okay, reporter and everything. Yeah, happy, sir. But at the end of the day, there is one more important news also they need to cover up. That is on, what is that? What is that? Climate. Climate is also very important, right? As an example. Now, how do they get climate temperature? So BBC will go to Hyderabad and look for what is the climate, and then say, sir, the climate is 25 centimeters now. It is raining. What is happening? So BBC, CNN, NDTV are very good for news, reporting, politics and everything. But how do they get climate of Hyderabad, Secunderabad? I want whether India is getting very graying wrong. How do you get it? So they don't worry about anything. There is a separate company called as, example, what is that company called as? Weather.com company. What is weather.com company? Let us take an example. This is India. So in Hyderabad, this is Hyderabad in 3 places. This is Secunderabad in 3 places. This is Chennai. This is Bangalore. This is Kanyakumari. This is Delhi. This is Mumbai. So what they will do? They will keep IoTs devices. How our Indian government knows the climate? They will also go and provide what? Bangala idostundi adostundi. They will tell, right? What is the reason? Because what they will do, see, keep it in your mind. And they will also launch, what is that? Satellite. BBC will launch the satellite? No. Basically, what is that? Weather.com will have a fat satellite. Weather.com will have an influence to talk to Indian government and everything. They will individually, maybe in this building in the top, they will keep one device and it will identify what is the humidity, what is the climate, and all these things. One building here, one in Gachibowli, one basically Nanakaramguda. They will go and keep that devices, and they will pull what is the temperature of Hyderabad. They will keep it in Bangalore. They will keep it in Delhi, Chennai, and everything. They will keep it. And what they are doing, sir, every 5 minutes they are collecting what is that temperature, and then will go and keep the temperature in their own database. Now the entire, now what is this one? Satellite, what they will have? Every 30 minutes, what they will have? Pictures. Who will have? Weather.com. Where is the data? Weather.com. Now this data is required for whom? Who what? So people want, who requires this data? Now you need
News channels.
BBC, CNN. Okay, that person will shout always. What is his name? Republic TV. Okay. So understood, right? Those people require it, right? So what will happen now? The photos, the temperature has to be displayed in what? Three companies. Now they need data. So what they will do? Now, see, very, very important. What is this one? Database contains everything. Database is not shared to three people. Database username and pass. Let us take an example. Dikshit is my close friend. Dikshit says, sir, I need climate temperature, sir. I'll pay 10,000 rupees per month. Can you give me? Are okay. Dikshit is a username. Password is equal to Dikshit1 at the rate 3. Don't tell anyone. He'll keep quiet. He is having a best friend, this guy. Are Ira naina నీకు చెప్తే ఎవరికి చెప్పను రా నేను. So what will happen? Dikshit will go and slowly share that one. What will happen if that will go to a hacker? Then he will take your database username and password. He'll play cricket and football with you. Dangerous thing. As an example, the problem here is same thing. Now you understood waiter. What is a waiter? So these people order food. Okay. Actually, who's going to make the food? Already food is present in where? Database. All the details are there. So there will be somewhere in between that is an API. So weather.com company will create their own programs, API. They will, who is having the data? Those people will create. Don't ask, APIs will be developed by this guy. No, API for weather.com should be given by whom? These people. Okay, so what they will do, they will go and create some application. So we don't know what I will do. I'll take a very simple example. So again, NDTV, BBC. I'm telling you there is a reason why I provided C#, Java. You should answer now. And then CNN, maybe Node.js you have written. They need temperature. So what will happen? Now this area belongs to, what is that? Weather.com. They will not share it to anyone. So what they will do? Very, very simple. Very, very simple. What they will do? They will start writing API. This is a code, sir. This is the code. Programming. What they will do? So what they will do? Let us take an example. They will write a program. This company, this company, this company, what they want? They want to pull the temperature. So they will write get method. Get means someone should get the data. Okay. Okay, for your example, there is a local weather.com company person. So he should, this is a main database. Let us take an example. In this one, data is, how the data is adding, sir? From the devices. Devices will also call API, and this particular weather.com will write another API. What is that? Put method, so that it will put the method. What is get method? It will get the method. Okay, and how they will do? What is get method? Now NDTV, BBC, CNN ask, right? Or anyone will ask you, I need temperature. So what they will do? They will ask, if you need temperature, right? Just call this one. http:// what is that? weather.com/temperature is equal to Hyderabad. Okay, question mark, date is equal to, what is that? You just call this URL. They will come up and say, you don't worry about anything. You need Hyderabad temperature, Secunderabad temperature, India temperature. http, what is that? weather.com/temperature is equal to Hyderabad and date is equal to today. When you go and click on it, when any of those things will go and hit it, it will go and it will hit, what is that? Get method. None of your business. It will go and connect to, what is that? Database. It will go and search for, what is the state or city? Hyderabad. It will get the temperature and give it to NDTV. Now NDTV is written in C#, right? How it will go and provide a C# object? And BBC is written in, what is that? Java. Node.js is written in Java. So what it has to written, so that everyone can understand? Very good. So it will return JSON output. You remember, right, how the JSON will be? So that any language can take it and read it. So that is what it is, an API. Now, this NDTV doesn't know anything about what is that database, nothing. He will only call what is that? A waiter. Array, waiter, I need this. What is this API will do? Go and get that required data. One of the example, have you created Facebook account? Yes or no? How many people created Facebook account? Everyone. In Facebook account, it will ask you, please select country. Yes or no? Which country you belongs to? India. How many countries are there in the world? Now, who is maintaining? When you click on it, it is coming with total country list, right? Where is that? That is one API. Example. There is a company called as Rest Countries. That company, this company will come up and say, boss, if you need total countries, all countries, right? There is no need to write somewhere in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. You don't worry. You just call me. I will give you all the country names. These people are providing. This is an API. I don't want, basically, these people are storing country information where? None of your business. I call this API, what it will provide me? So they are providing, can you please donate? It is free, sir. This API is free, but if you feel this is helping you, can you donate the money? It is there, but they're providing multiple things. Like they're providing multiple things. What do you require? For your example, sir, I need seer, sir. Seer. What is the API endpoint? API, you want to get all the, so it is not only country. This API says, I'll provide India. What is the capital of India? Delhi. What is the currency of India? What is the latitude, attitude? Which continent? Okay. What per capita? All these things I'll provide you. Do you want all? Yes, sir, I want everything. Then they are providing all. Just call this one. This is a simple API where you go. This is an API. Anywhere from the world, you copy and you paste it. Now tell me, if I'm writing a Java, when I call this one, I have to read it. Which output? When you go and click on it, it will provide you in JSON output all the country name of the country. First one is what? Ireland. Official name, Ireland. Native name, okay. What is it? Is actually, what is that? It is an island. What is it independent? Yes or no? What is the station officially? What is the currency? Basically, what, where, how, what, where, all this thing. Next country. And what is the Google map for your example? Everything it will provide you, sir. It's an API. I come up and say, where is Google map? I'll copy this one. I don't know whether it's Ireland or not. I'm just copying it. You go. That is the beauty of an API. You just call it and enter it. Is it clear? It is an API. Now someone will come up and say, sir, I don't want the total all the things, sir. I need only names. If you need names, like for your example, this is one API. You call that country Peru, and you are providing, what is the country name? Peru. If you enter it, it will provide you only country total information, that country information. Do I know in the background what is happening? In the background, they are using MS SQL or MySQL. What? I don't know. Whether they're using database also, I don't know. My only stuff, when I click on it, what it will provide me? It will provide you an output. Are you getting me? What is meant by an API? All over the world, every application in the world, you're typing Google Kumar AWS trainer review. Click on OK. It is providing the data. In the background, what it is? An API. All over the world, everything in the world is API are created by that end company and give it to for me so that I can consume. I don't care. Basically I mean, if the API is not working, I'll come up and say API is not working. He will fix it. I will not do anything. I will consume it. That is the most important thing. Online people, hope you understood what is an API. Why did I explain you this much big Sodhi? Your Lambda function, now you can convert into an API and call it from anywhere in the world. You can call it from anywhere in the world. You remember You remember I made it lambda function every 5 minutes running, schedule it. But can I call it from outside? No. I made it event based. Super, sir. When S3 happened, this lambda function execute. But I want to call this lambda function from outside. You cannot do it. Right now you can do it. You can convert the third one, lambda function, into API and call it from anywhere in the world. In your mobile app, I can integrate. Now I can write, what is the lambda function I have written for demo? What is the lambda function I have written for the demo? I showed you what is the lambda function. What is the lambda function I have written, sir? And showed you demo. Not language. What it will do? Stop EC2 instance. I written a lambda function which will stop EC2 instance. You remember, right? Every 5 minutes it will run. Now that stop EC2 instance, I can call it from his laptop or in his mobile. He'll go and click on one button. AWS EC2 instance will stop. Arey sir, I need permissions to talk to AWS. No man, I converted into API and I can call it. Got it, guys? Shall I show you a demo of 2 AWS services will be completed today? Lambda functions and API gateway. I'll integrate with API gateway and show you. Anyone has any questions? Online people, is it clear? Very clear? Half clear? Please let me know. I would like to go for it.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Please go
The
ahead,
output
Rama.
should be in JSON format only, sir.
So the person who has written it, right, they will has to decide it is in JSON or YAML. 90% of the world will be JSON or in YAML format only. Or I would come up and say 99% JSON or YAML. In that one, 70% of the world JSON. So when you call the API, right, when you will discuss with that customer, NDTV will come up and say weather.com, how do you provide the data? What do you do? There the discussion happen. I'll provide the format like this one. You need to read the temperature like this one. I will provide like this one. They will give it. Then NDTV write a program in that one. Whenever ndtv.com, when you click on it, then it will show you the temperatures. Got it, sir?
Okay. Okay.
Is it clear,
No,
right? So now, yes, sir. Yes, if you
it
have
is
any
supposed
questions,
to
please.
it's supposed to XML format as well, right?
Okay, you need to write a program for XML format. What is there? The output you need to ask them, sir. You will call them, you will get the data, then you on the top of this one, you will write a program to read that metadata, right? JSON,
Yes.
XML, YAML. You will write it. What is there if it comes with XML? Let it come. You will change the program.
Okay. To use, you mean to say to use that API in Lambda, using
Response.
Lambda function, we need either JSON
No,
or.
now see, you remember, right? What I said you, there is a company which is providing country list. In the same way, now I can give you country list. And where is the logic? I will write it in Lambda function. And I can convert that one into a URL and give it to you. I can say, sir, you need any country names, take this one and hit it. It will come up. Is it clear? I can do these things.
Okay.
Got it, sir? Okay.
Yeah,
So for your example, what I will do, sir. So it's so important. So let me log into AWS account now. See the stop AWS EC2 instance logic is there, right? Now I'll convert that logic into API. Anywhere in the world you can call. So what happens? One AWS service, okay, is interacted by anyone with seamlessly. You just call, it will provide you. Take an example. Let me go. There is an already AWS service called as, what is that? Stop instances. Now I'll go to API gateway. API gateway is for full developer, sir. It's a little bit big AWS service. All the centralized APIs are kept it in one place. So I'll go and create it something called as create an API. It is asking HTTP API. It is asking WebSocket, REST API private for VPC internal use. I will go and select RESTful API. You go and click on build and it is asking, sir, is it a RESTful API? Yes. Is it a new API you want to create? Yes, I want to create. What is the API name? Dikshit stop EC2. Fine. One function name. So description, endpoint is what? Is it region based or edge optimized or private? I'll make it region based. I create an API. Now you have to be a developer, sir. You created an API. You are creating an API. You will be providing the data or you will be consuming the data. So someone will ask you, or what do you do, sir? Someone is asking, so you will come up and specify what is that. Create a method. As I mentioned you, what is the method we have? Get. What is that? Put. Post. What do you want? Array, I want to go and give you get method or post method. You are the owner. I'm just creating a get method. I click on it. Now whenever Dikshit stop EC2 method, get method is called, what it has to call? Lambda function. What is the lambda function name? Automatically it will come. Stop EC2 instance. Whenever you call Dikshit API get method, it will call what? Lambda function. Which lambda function? Stop instances. Click on save. Click on OK. The diagram will come into picture. See here, sir. It will come up and say the client. What's the meaning of client? User will go. Good. User will go and call the method. What is the method name? What is the method name? Get method. What it will call internally? Lambda function. Lambda function. What lambda function? Stop. And what it will return? Status. In which method? Actually, is it clear, right? It's clearly saying, wow, this is what I want. You created a method, get method. Now you want to deploy it into serverless. Then what do? Click on, and then you have something called as, what is that? Deploy. What is the stage? New stage. Maybe this is a production environment. Click on OK. Welcome, sir. Your URL is ready. Anywhere from the world, you can call this URL. Can you tell me, if you call this URL, what will happen? Lambda function stop instance will run. What you have written there?
All instances will be stopped.
Stop. That's it. Very simple. And let us take an example. Let's go for it. And you can write it down also. Sir, all the EC2 instance stop, and it should respond, sir, that all the EC2 instance stop. In what format? JSON format, right? You can write a program like this one. Like, okay, like this one, sir. Stop. Where is stop? Stop instance. See here, I have written wantedly something here, which will do it. What it will do? It will stop all the EC2 instance, and what it will return. So whenever you call this one, it will go and stop all this. It will return something. What is that? All EC2 instance shut down. Thanks 8 AM batch. Hello Arun, Manasar, anything. I'm just adding it. See here, I have an API name. Anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. Copy this one. Anywhere. Now you can go anywhere in the world using a browser, using a code, anything. Just call it. Goes, stop all the EC2 instance and respond. What is that? What it is responded? Okay, sir, I don't believe you. Side, some person is there, he's executing and showing to you. Okay, if that is the case, let me show you. I have a Linux system. What I'm doing right now, what I do? Start. Is it started? So if you refresh it, is it starting? Pending? Anywhere from the world, anywhere from the world. I call this API here, right? I have called the same API here also for our demonstration. See the beauty, sir. Now, as an application, person will go as an application developer, people will double click on it, and there is an option here. What is this one? What is this button I have written? In this, if I hit this button, it will call my URL API. When I call my API, what will happen? It will go and call Lambda function stop instances. When it call there, what will happen? 1, 2, and 3. I clicked on it. All the instances stop. Sir, seriously, it is stopped. Let us see. Now you go back and see. Okay, refresh it. What is that? Now I call this API. Can I give this, share the API to anywhere in the world? Anyone wants this logic? That's it. Is it clear, guys? Are you able to understand how a Lambda function is converted into API and you can call it out? This is the beauty of AWS Lambda function. Anyone has any questions, please let me know, sir. Anyone has any questions? Is it
You
clear?
already copied. You already copied that URL into that
My
form, sir.
application, no, sir. This is my 10th or 20th demo. So I provided the same thing for previous batch also, sir. Previous batch
Okay.
in the application, I pasted the URL. So that is the reason
Okay.
it worked.
Okay.
Okay, but so this is the one. So if you see, right, let me explain you, sir. So good. So very good. So this is the URL. But if you go back to APIs, lot of APIs I created like that. Similar APIs here, sir. 7 a.m. stop EC2 instance, 8 a.m. stop EC2 instance, 8 a.m. January stop. All you understood, right? Because for a demonstration here, API stop all EC2 instance. I'm calling one of the API which is going well. Got it, sir?
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
You have a URL from call it from anywhere in the world now. So what happens? Cross platform, cross region, nothing. I don't know. I call it, it is responding, which is exactly like this one, rest countries. Is it clear, right? So what do you do right now? If any company or anything, what company will do? Company will write a logic. Like for your example, your HR will come up and ask me, can you develop an application? Can you give me the list of people who joined today? So what do? You write an API in your company. http://hr.microsoft.com/employees is equal to today. So when you click on it, what it will respond? All the employees who joined today. I don't want today, last month. You provide last month. Are you able to understand? Companies will start creating APIs. The logic of API, you can write it in serverless. That is Lambda function. Your life will change. Completely serverless. Now I stopped my EC2 instance. Where is the logic I've added? Lambda. What? How many servers it is there? 0 servers. What is the cost? 0 rupees. How I am calling Lambda function? How many times I can call per month for free? 1 million times. And what is the cost? Are you able to understand from where to where we are moving? That is the beauty of Lambda function. If anyone has any questions, please let me know in 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'm going to go for a very small AWS service, very small and an important. It will go and change. If that is completed, we are almost completed with all the AWS services except Kubernetes and resume preparation, those kind of things.
Sir,
Anyone has any question? Yes, sir.
how to generate the URL, sir, for that particular
How do you generate
application?
the URL? I just now created, I showed you, no, sir. So if you go back and see, create a URL, select your API. I'm taking a REST API, provide a name, select an API, provide an API name, Yogender API, click on create. API is created. Then what do? How do you call that API? Then you create a method. Click on it, create a method. Is it a get method, put method? What is that? Get method. When you call the get method, what should call? Lambda function. What is the Lambda function should call? Lambda function should call is stop AWS service or all the list it will come. I want to call this stop EC2 instance. Save it. So API is created. Then what do? You need to deploy API. How do you deploy API? Go and click on action and then you go and click on deploy and then click on, so what is the staging? Is it a test environment, production environment? Then click on OK. URL is created.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
sir.
are exposing this URL to everyone, right? Is there anything we can put a restriction? Because if
Oh, I did
anyone
not
calls
get.
this one,
Is there anything?
we can impose some complaints in that whether the person is
Very good, very good, very good, very good. Yes, sir. Everything, sir. Let me show you. Good, very good question. So here, sir. First of all, you have you go and click on it. Very good. Now you have all those kind of concepts where I'll let me go and show you that one. Where is an API? So let me show you that API, sir. So this is an API, sir. Now everything is available here. Now you go and click on. Let me show you. Where is that API? Okay, let me show you Yoginder this API. Okay, you have a method. I would like to create another method. Let's go and create another method, that is put method. Let's take an example, post method. You call my post method, right? Sir, now you want to authenticate and everything. There are a lot of things in the below, like you go and click on
Public.
HTTP. So I think I'll tell you, give me 1 minute, not this one. Let me go for it. Let's go for the get method. Get method. See here, sir. Sir, get method, what do you want? I want to go and provide some method here. When you go and click on it, right, then you have all these kind of things here. Get method, do your any authorization is required, specific authorization, API key token is required, URL string parameters is required. But if you want any request or body to be changed, all these things properties, sir. Got it, sir? Authentication, you can add your own authentication, all these things.
Okay. If nothing is there, it's a public
It is
API, right?
for me, I just provided a dummy based on your organization. You will come up with your own authorization request body. Now a developer is required, developer mindset. Got it?
Yeah, got
Sir,
it.
in
Thank you.
API call, we have header information also, right? So
Anything, yes, sir.
header. So what is the use of the header information, sir? For kind of
Header,
credentials
footer.
authentication.
You have some concept called as header and footer. Please study about that API. You need to be a developer. So put method, post method, get method. So if you go back and see header and everything, right? It's basically like a token, sir. So when any body is coming to you, basically whenever you are sending any parameters or anything, okay, so it looks for, is this particular matching header is there in my things? It is a matching concept. Please study about headers. Please study about the methods. Please study about authentication. Please study about API key fit. This is developer, sir. Now, if I go for it, I'll take 2 hours to explain those things, but it's a pure developer. Other people will not understand. Go for it. This is generally as a AWS or a DevOps or a cloud engineer, you don't go and configure anything. Developer will provide the information. Based on that, you will configure it. You will automate it. Now you become 10 years, now you want to interested in the coding, programming, understanding internal, then you will start creating your APIs, providing authentication methods, what kind of authorization is there, is authorization is none, or basically AWS IAM is required, what kind of requester, is there any request body, parameters are there, what is the key name, what is the API key name, true is required when you go and provide all these properties you will go and specify. You will evaluate that properties. Fine. Is it clear? Is it clear? Please, it's must practice. Lambda function is very, very, very important.
Yeah.
95% of Kelly technology students will take it lightly. ఏదో చెప్తున్నాడు lemon programmer కాదని. I am telling you in 2027, let me calculate it. Let me calculate it. This is the 4th time I am correct. I'm telling I'm not Brahma, but I'm telling you with the basically 8, 8, 4, 7, 7, 7, 3, and then 2. 2027-28 you will again see a recession. 2027 now in next 8 months recession will slowly will go off until some big fight or war will happen, but it will go away. 2027 2023, right? 2027-28 you will see. In 2028 till you have a time up to 2028 2027, where 2028 they will come up and say I need one engineer. What is that one engineering concept? I need a person who will do developing, automation, cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, this one, this one, this one. I need 5 people. That's it. So you can again see big iteration. 1,000 people in the company, 500 people will be firing because you don't require. And especially that application like Chat GPT, that these things are coming. So how the world will be. So keep it in your mind. What is that? Is it clear, guys? Hope you understood. So take it very seriously. I have more 20 minutes to go. I would like to go for a very small AWS service. This is important for everyone, especially developers. Especially developers, but everyone in the world is required. Now, can you tell me what I have written in this Lambda function? Example, let us go to Lambda function. Use your mind and tell me, sir. Use your line. What is this one? So there is a function which I want to write it. It will not appear. The code will not appear. But let us take an example. Let me Let me write a normal code here. This is a code. What I'm writing? A is equal to B, C is equal to 2. This is the program. At the end of the day, what is the body task to send? Responding everything. Here, actually, there is someone is providing a task. You need to connect to what is that? Please connect to what is that? Database. How do you connect to database? Please let me know. How do you connect? To connect to the database, what do you require?
JDBC
Please.
connection.
What is that, sir?
JDBC connection.
JDBC connection requires what?
For connecting to database.
What is that? Tell me. In the JDBC, what do you enter, sir?
Credentials we
Connections of the
enter.
database. That is
Connection.
fine. What is
Yes.
connection of
Yes.
database? I'm asking you. That contains in that particular JDB connection. What is there? Come on, guys. You know it. That's the rate I'm asking you.
User
Easy.
credentials.
User credentials. So if you are connecting, you will come up and say, see how this application is connecting. So did I explain you when I go and click on KUMAR and when I click on search, it is providing, right? How it is connecting? Because in my application, I am using what is that?
We have access key.
What is that I am using? I am using the database name is this one. Database username is this one. And basically username is this one. Password is basically user is this one. Password is this one. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now the same logic I want to write it. My lambda function has to connect to the database. So what do you do? Just for your information only. What do? You will write control end. Where is end button here? I'm just taking an hypothetical situation, sir. You will write a program. DB is or connection is equal to in your program also you will write like this one. Yes or no? Just take an example. You will write it like this one. Now, what is the beauty? What is the danger? Please let me know. What will happen if I write like this one? It will connect to the database. That's what I want. Then I'm writing that code only, sir. What is the dangerous thing? Yes. Anyone open the lambda function, what they're seeing? Anyone open the lambda function, what they're seeing?
They are seeing the
using
credentials.
username and password. This is the blunder thing in the world. You do it. Anyone just open the lambda function. Here is the code. You have it. Here is the code, and the database string is there. This is a username. This is a password. They will copy that one, go to their home and write delete start from delete start. Then you will remember Govinda Govinda. I don't want my credentials to be seen here. And one more thing, one more place also. You remember what is SSM? Systems Manager. Systems Manager also you will write a code which has to do some activity. In that one also you have a very sensitive information. Then what do? Are you getting me? Are you getting? So what is that? I cannot write like this one because if anyone open this lambda function, they can see what is that? What is that they have seen? Password done. What is this? Then go to Tirupati. That's it. Very dangerous. Array, I want my lambda function written in such a way that it has to connect to the database, but the developer should not know it. Clear? Then what do? Welcome to write it down. There is an AWS service. What is that? Secret Manager. Sir, what is the meaning of a secret manager? Secret manager is nothing but it will store your sensitive informations. It will go and store your username and password, database credential details. From your lambda function, you can call that one. From the lambda function, you can call it and it will go and connect to the database. Is it clear, right? It will connect to the database. And secret manager in AWS, in Azure, Key Vault. In Azure, we call it as Key Vault. What is Key Vault? Same copy and paste. Sir, what is that secret manager? You will now store your secrets here. Now you will store the secret here. I may go and provide you a demo also. Let's see whether a demo will work or not. I don't know. Let's see. I'll go and click on it. See here, sir. I have created some secrets. So what is this one? Database connections. See, sir, what do you do? The secret, I'll create a secret and this is the where secret I'll store. See here, sir. Database name is equal to one engineer. Username is, what is this one? And password is 1@extensis. Let me go and click on edit. Array, I'm changing the password. Now I'll go and change the password. I'll remove this one. I'll call this one as, let's take an example. What is that? Dikshit 1@3 password. Okay, I save it. Now I can change. What is happening right now? Where is the password present? In secret manager. So what do? Sir, now sir is writing a Python program, sir. And in Python program, I need the database details. Sir, what is the code I need to do? You don't worry about anything. Beauty of AWS is, how do you read this code from secret manager? They're ready-madely giving the code itself only. How do you write it in Java, C Sharp, Python, Ruby, Go? They're providing ready-made code. I can go here. I can copy entire stuff like this one. Let me copy. Let me write it in a Lambda function. Let's run through. Let's see whether what will happen. I'll create a Lambda function. I'll call this one as, what should I call this one, sir? Read secrets. And I'm writing in Python 3 version. Permissions is equal to, I'll go and provide an IAM role, a very good permissions one. All something like that, all anything, all I'll select it, create a function. Lambda function is created. Secret is there. Now it is asking to write the code. I'll control A. I don't know. I should not do control A. Give me 1 minute, sir. Okay. From import. Okay. I can write this one. From a written. Okay. Default event. So can I change my code here? Try catch. That is seems to be good. I can write it down the direct one, right? So let me check it out, sir. Let me do it. I will get some Ramakrishna indentation problem. Try catch, and what they're doing here are a get functionality. Let's see. Okay, and I want try response raise. Okay, exception secret is equal to return body. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know whether it will work or not. Array. I want to return secret. Let's test it. Let's see whether what it will come. Test is successfully executed. Will you get any results? Where is that test, man? Okay, let's see. 1 minute. Sorry, now. Event test ran, and where is the result, man? Just give me 1 minute, sir. If this is the case, right? What did you return? Try catch, exception, raise exception, signed, result, return. Okay, that is fine for me. Array, man, what is that? Database you're connecting. Perfect. Secret manager. Perfect. Give me 1 minute. What is the function name here? What is this function find? Read secrets, right? Let's create a Lambda function, sir. So let's create an API and call it from outside. What is the Lambda function name? Read secret. That's fantastic. Click on save. Is it raining? Huh? Oh, you see. Okay. Now click on action, deploy API, select as new staging, production, deploy it. Let's see whether I don't know whether it will work or not. It may have some permission problem, but I'll copy this one. Anywhere in the world, if you call this one, let's see. Null. It's coming with null now, sir. Why it is coming with null? Okay. 1 minute, sir. Something in the indentation, there is a problem, sir. Or else if I want to get more details, right, I can do here also. Okay, I can do like this one to show whether what is the problem. Okay, if there is a problem here. What is this one, man? It's not coming, that one also. So in generally, so if you see here, right, sir, so what I'm writing in this program, if I want to get the connection details, anywhere I'm not hard coding any database details. I am only providing, see here, what is the, I want to connect to a secret manager. What is a secret manager name? Secret manager name is, what is that? Database connections. Which region? US East 1. And there is a procedure where I want to read the data. You write your code like this. I don't know what is the reason why I am unable to connect it. Let me go and check it out. It should be indentation problem, sir. Okay, 1 minute I can do. Why I am writing like this one? 1 minute, sir. Get secret, get secret. Get secret is equal to, why are you writing that secret string? So get request string respond, get secret, where is the get secret underscore response? Yeah, there is a code change. I can check it out tomorrow and I'll get it done. So actually, why do you want to write it like this? So you are writing this get functionality, and where are you calling this get secret? Control C, control find, find, get secret value, get secret response value. No, I can change this code. I think I've already written a wonderful code here. Let me go, and this should work fine, sir. I think I'll show you. There is a program which I've written. This is not the one. I'll show you otherwise tomorrow. Oh, this one. This is what I've written. See here, sir. What is this? Control find. I've already written it, which will work fine. Yeah, super. See here. Get secret. See, this is the code I'm writing. I'll show you tomorrow. And none of the place you will not see any database details. I'm connect to a region. None of the place you will not see any database details. Get secret. Let me show you. So my agenda would be actually, what is my intention for this particular AWS service? AWS service is all about secrets. I want my sensitive, like for your example, you want to add file into AWS S3. In Lambda function, you need access key and secret key. Access key and secret key, you don't write it in your code. If you write like this one, people can see it. What you do, you can store it in your secret manager and call that name here. Then if you have a proper IAM role, it will connect it. That is the beauty of secret manager. I'll go through a demo tomorrow. Anyone has any questions? Tomorrow should be your last day for your AWS services. Maybe tomorrow I'll go and explain you secret manager slightly. Then I will go for VPC peering. I'll explain you VPC peering, and we should be done with our AWS services except Kubernetes. Kubernetes, what is Kubernetes? What is a container creating? And keep it in your mind. Keep it in your mind. And again, I'm telling you, don't blame me. 3 months or 4 months back, one student learned AWS, understood interview, understood. Again, he came back, called back to and say, sir, when is the Kubernetes starting? Please, I'm sorry, at that period of time, I did not took it seriously. People call me. There is a always problem I see. People takes very lightly cloud formation template, very lightly Lambda functions, very lightly Kubernetes service, which are the three most important things to get a job. They will understand after going for a job, and then they will come up and say, sir, can you tell me Kubernetes? Now, what is the reason? To become an expert in Kubernetes, you have to be pro in Linux. Command line is there, right? Kubernetes is all about command line. Please take it. So when I start Kubernetes, I don't know what is the last date. These people have surprised me. Last day is tomorrow, they said it. I don't know. I'll talk to Kelly Technologies. It can't be tomorrow. At least I need 1 week of time. Okay, I need at least 1 week of time. So I'll go through that one so that we can understand Kubernetes, what, where, and how, so that we should properly finish off. Is it clear? Keep it in your mind. Become an expert in Linux. Learn, understand Linux, shell scripting, automation, updating, grep commands, that these services, processes, all these things are there. Keep it in your mind. Very, 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 very important. Okay, I'll sign off right now. Let's see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys.